Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the H.O.N Show. Today, we are going to be doing our end of year podcast, which means we're going to be talking about our Spotify Wraps, our choices for songs of the year, album of the year, and then our choices for an album that we discover this year of the year. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And also maybe some concerts we went to. But let's get it started. I think first we're going to be doing our Spotify, whatever platform we use, Wraps. I don't know who wants to start with that.
Teacher,
I
pick me.
know.
Teacher, pick me.
Okay.
No, me!
Teacher, I'll kill that kid. Pick me.
Whoa. All right, I you can
I
go.
can go first because I'm a good kid.
No, because at first I said good kid, and I was gonna say Mad City, but then it sounded like you said good kitten, and I was gonna say
Whoa.
Whoa! I
much
didn't say that.
different kind of, much different kind
Yo.
of
No, factually correct. I did not say that.
hierarchy.
Yo, editor, cut that out.
I'm the
Okay.
editor, bud.
Anyways, continue.
All right, dude.
But I say this a lot. So I use YouTube Music. I always have, always will. Actually, I used to use Pandora. That's a different story for a different time.
Oh wow.
Buckle up. 2025 recap is cleared for takeoff. In my opinion, I feel like YouTube Music kind of stepped up their game this year because I feel like they kind of saw that Spotify's kind of going down the toilet with how both the public and artists are kind of like uh viewing Spotify. So I feel like they kind of stepped up their game for the recap this year. I listened to 44,012 minutes of music.
Damn, bro.
Long, my longest listening streak was for 207 days. My top song of 2025 was "The Sharpest Lives" by My Chemical Romance off their album The Black Parade. I'm in the top 2% of listeners, and I listened to this one singular song for 95 minutes out of the year.
Damn. Do you
That's
agree?
what
Do you think this is like? Because I know you could see your raps and be like, okay, I don't agree with that. Or do you think there's
well,
another
it's
song you think you'd listen to more?
kind of hard. I mean, I guess kind of makes sense back then because I was listening to this album a lot, and this song was actually helping me through something at that time. So I was listening to it on its own as well, and it's also just very very catchy, well made. But it's hard too because I feel like YouTube, at least with their recaps for YouTube Music, it kind of like it has some favoritism for stuff that you listen to earlier in the year, like not super early, like now, like December, January. Well, no, but even then, kind of. I don't know, or maybe it's just because I'm like less busy in the winter months, like
No, I've
winter,
seen that. I've
spring,
seen that for
maybe.
Spotify too. Like, I feel like it's like heavier on like the start of
Yeah.
the year, and then there's some artists where I listen to a lot at the end that I feel like should have been on the
Oh
list.
yeah, definitely.
So I don't know what other song it could be, but it was something last year. Like last year my top song was "Vampire" by Olivia Rodrigo, and at first it didn't make sense because again that was mostly at the very start of the year. Because that song was like a canon event. But then it made more sense after I thought about it because yeah, um, even even off my account I heard that song a lot. So I don't know. I guess it makes enough sense. And plus, like if it's counting up the exact minutes, and who am I to judge? Well, actually, no, but then again, I feel like if it's counting up minutes, my top song should have been a song like Jesus, like Jesus of Suburbia by Green Day, because that song's like 9 minutes long, and I know that I was that one
Uh-huh.
also like earlier in the year. Speaking of Green Day and American Idiot, so my top song was Sharpest Lives with a total of 28 listens, but my second, third, fourth, and fifth top songs of the year were all off of American Idiot by Green Day.
Dang, bro.
My second song was Jesus of Suburbia. My third song was What's Your Name. Fourth song was American Idiot title track. Fifth song was Give Me Novocaine / She's a Rebel.
Nice.
Which like that makes sense because at the very start of the year I was listening to this album nonstop, partly because it was really good, but also because I had to rate my final, I guess like my final big like English project, which was to make it about was to basically write a paper breaking down an opera. So then I asked because I'm making Idiot as a rock opera, so I was able to write my paper on that, and that was a lot of fun, and it also made me kind of appreciate concept albums a lot more in like a different light, which I'll probably talk more about in a minute, but still, those make a lot of sense for my top song of the year. This here's a chart showing uh, that basically uh, my top artist of the year was Eminem, and it's showing kind of like it shows every single day of the year that I that I listen to Eminem, which is cool because they've never done this before. I think no other streaming platforms done this for their recap either, so it's kind of cool to see this cool little graphic. I I I listened to Slim Shady on 128 different days this year. Kind of nuts. Almost half the days of the year.
And how many people have you killed?
How many
for a
women have
different
you
podcast.
slapped, buddy?
Anyway, moving on. I listened to 485 different artists this
Dang.
year.
Let's
And
see if I'm better.
of the
Let's see real quick.
of those 485 artists, these are my top 5. Number 1 is Eminem, with 4,167 minutes listened. Number 2 is Green Day. Number 3 is Kendrick Lamar. Number 4 is Arctic Monkeys. Number 5 is Weezer. Weezer's kind of surprising. I feel like I didn't listen to them as much this year, like at all. But if you say so, algorithm. Okay, then this also is really cool. I haven't seen this before either. My 2025 musical passport. Like, I feel like they kind of cut out a lot of the filler that they had the last few years with like the recaps, and they just had like actually interesting graphics. So this is my my 2025 musical passport basically shows me how many artists I listened to from different countries. So my top 5, I listened to 185 artists from the US, 41 artists from the UK, 9 artists from Canada, 7 artists from Australia, and 4 artists from France.
Nice.
I listened to artists from more than 18 different places this year. Pretty interesting. And my top podcast of the year, the GOATs, H.O.N Show.
W, bro.
Only one, bro. Tag yo. Anybody else's top podcast? Tag us. I bet
Dude,
have
can we
so
make like
many.
a video? Like, does YouTube Music do that? Like, can we make videos for the top? It's probably only us who are the top listeners, and maybe like our like parents. But
Yeah.
shout out to anybody who has watched any of our podcasts. Shout out.
I know.
But yeah,
Um,
nice.
It says that I listened to 485 minutes of the Han Show, the GOAT Show, Peak Show, whatever you want to call us.
We're not trying to be. Stay humble,
Be humble, down. I listened to 286 albums this year. My top albums of 2025. Number 1 is Relapse by Eminem. I listened to 11 hours of this album, and well, actually, I'll talk more about that later. But number 2 is American Idiot by Green Day. Kind of thought that would be number 1, but okay. Part of that was because I listened to it a bit like last year too, like in November, December. But still, number 3 is Insomniac by Green Day. Number 4 is The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, and number 5 is The Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. Which that one I feel like like individual tracks I listened to, but like as for the overall album, I didn't listen to it like a ton. But again, that was mostly earlier in the year, so kind of weird the way they count it. Relapse being number 1 makes sense because the only reason I thought it couldn't be number 1 is because I kind of like flop back and forth between like the different versions. Relapse, the deluxe, refill, and then also like the times that I accidentally was listening to the clean versions, and it's like I didn't realize. But I guess maybe it just combines all those listening time. I don't know. So
I think it's kind of like how on the charts, and every single version of the album counts for like the one album. Like
yeah, that makes sense.
how that's like the Taylor Swift method for her to get like the albums on top.
Your taste is indescribable. Thank you, YouTube Music, for glazing me. My top genres of
Oh,
2025.
dude, the glazing.
What was that? They said that my taste is indescribable, and then went on to describe it.
Yo.
My number 1 genre is indie, with it being 51% of what I listen to. Number 2 is hip hop at 20%, which makes sense because this year, kind of like my favorite genre is still rock, and I do like like a lot of like indie, alternative, pop. But I kind of got bored of that a bit. Like a lot of it was in one year, out the other. So like artists like Eminem, Kendrick, Tyler, uh, like just like more like surface level mainstream stuff at first. Like hip hop was like it definitely helped like helped kind of like reevaluate my music listening palette, which is nice.
No, yeah, I definitely
Number
see
three
that.
is number 3 is rock at 13%. Number 4 is pop music at 6%, and number 5 is electronic at 3%.
Mm.
And then here's my overall recap showing my total listening time, top songs, top artists, my top 3 countries. But wait, we're not done yet. It says YouTube Music. So here's the interesting thing. I know that like I think it was 2 years ago, maybe last year a little bit, that like YouTube Music and like also like other platforms like Spotify and stuff, they try to like add like some bloat into like the recap where they were like AI says this image describes
Yeah.
your 2023 listening experience. It was like a random like blurry image. It was like okay, it's kind of useless. And then like stuff like your mood was Grand Mountain Fence Court. And it's like, what are you talking about? You know, like it's
Just
like
like the random
I kind of
like this is your mood
yeah,
in these months. It's like
it just is like useless. Yeah, I feel like YouTube Music cut a lot of that out. Like YouTube Music this year had no like age is just a number. That's all I'm saying. YouTube Music stepped up their game to go up against Spotify this year. But at the very end, they had to push their AI thing somehow. Although this is like at least kinda useful, like because it's optional. And basically, it's saying that I could ask anything about my 2025 listening experience. Uh, so basically, it's like I can ask like exactly how much time I spent listening to this artist, uh, and then like saying like, okay, if these are my top artists, then who should I listen to like expand my taste? So like at least it's like more useful than the last few years where it's just like, okay, you're glazing nothing. But still, yeah, that's basically for my recap. Yap session
That's cool.
over.
nice.
How many minutes did you say?
44,012 minutes.
Yeah.
I
Plus
probably have the
12 minutes of
lowest
crucial flip
minutes, honestly.
I don't have as much minutes. I listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube though, and just
Yeah,
like
same. Like
outside of it.
just
Like
watching
I like
music
watching
videos. I'm
live
like,
music videos, not music videos, live concerts a lot, and like watching through them. So, which, because YouTube Music counts everything. So you have it easy, buddy. Anyways, I could go through mine. So I listened to 25,000 minutes of music. That's 17 days worth. Trust me, I did the math totally. It was not Spotify. I did that. My top song was "Monsters in the Parasol" by Queens of the Stone Age. Pretty much all my top songs besides the last one don't really count as my top songs because I had to listen to them a lot for a music thing that I was doing. So they really like truly don't count. But so my technically top song, which is kind of crazy that's my top song because it came out in September, is "Taxes" by Geese. I've listened to that one. Let me see how many times I've listened to it. So it came out like recently in the year and it's still my top song. Where's my Spotify? I think it was like 40 some I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, my top was Taxes, which is pretty crazy. I mean, my top artist should be Geese, but for some reason it was being weird. Well, I guess it makes sense still. But my top album is The Lonesome Crowd West, which makes a lot of sense because it's also a very long album. 577 minutes listened to it. My top artist was Queens of the Stone Age, 2,545 minutes. I'm in top 0.1% fan. Yeah, that's me. Um,
did you get a video from them or no?
from the bassist, he always does the video. He's talking about like stuff.
W.
Um, my top genres were indie rock, punk, which doesn't really make any sense. I mean, I guess Green Day, but like I don't know. Singer songwriter, I guess. Yeah, makes sense. Cameron Winter. Hip hop and then dance punk, which I also dance punk. What could be dance punk?
LCD Sound System.
Oh, LCD Sound System. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm number 35,249 in the world for Queens of Stone Age. So
Wait, what number?
35,249 in the world for top Queens of Stone Age listeners. So
Damn, bro. Let's go.
got some competition still. Where's my like, bro? Did I lose it? Oh no. Maybe I might be cooked, guys. I thought I had that one thing. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know what my other top artists were. I know it was The Strokes, Ween, Modest Mouse, but no Geese, which I was surprised at. The Strokes surprised me a lot because I feel like I didn't even listen to them that much, but I still got on their top 5. But obviously age is just a number, and my number.
The Strokes would say.
Wait, 1 second, guys.
Okay. Not all of them.
41. Wait, 41. 41. I got 41 goals. Cats in the game. It's got 41 goals. 41.
Don't snapped on this.
So any 41-year-olds want to hit me up? Hit me up, I guess.
Blood like some
What if
old.
I says that's my age? Then that's my age. Anyways, that's pretty much all I can think about. 41. I got 41 goals. Okay, Nate, your turn.
All right.
All
No,
right.
that just
Hold on. Let me pull up. I'm just gonna do the replay. I'll skip through stuff.
Well, you still have it?
Yeah, bro. I'm on the app.
Just Spotify?
Yeah. So in total, I listened to only 6,886 minutes, which feels low for me. Like when I saw it, I was like, what? It should be a lot higher. And I think part of that was I watched a lot of songs on YouTube and like the music videos and like replayed a lot of songs. I also, obviously there's like concerts and stuff. And then I also listened to some albums on Amazon Music because my Spotify app is not that great. Like it's for some reason it's really weird. And I cracked Spotify on my PC, so there's no
Whoa.
ads. Whoa, yo.
Yo, how did you do
Wait,
that?
I downloaded something and then ran it in like the administrator.
Well, I know how you did that. I was just like saying like.
Wait, how old is Spotify? I hope I didn't. Can't be that old.
and it's the one saying
When was Spotify made?
19.
19?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Or never mind. Back to,
Spotify.
but yeah, so it was only 6,886 minutes, which is only 4 days. It definitely is a lot longer that I listened to music. I definitely didn't listen to as much music as I should have or as I wanted to, but I listened to a good amount. But yeah, I listened to in total 261 genres. My top genres were number 1, indie rock, number 2, hyperpop, number 3, alternative rock, number 4, rap, and number 5, electronic. So I'm surprised dance punk isn't on this because, as you'll see coming up, my But anyways, age is just a number. So I'm 49. I'm 49 years old. It might be mirrored on the thing. So you were into a lot of music from the early 90s. I've listened to 1,242 songs this year, but can you guess your number one? I don't remember. Okay. It's Messy Hair by TV Girl and Magdalena Bay, the collab song. And then
Banger.
the other songs are all Magdalena Bay. And then there's this one song that I'm actually surprised got on. I saw this video on TikTok of this guy, and he was like promoting his music. He had like no streams, so I listened to a song. It was pretty good. It's called "Awake" by Oliver Hinkle. It wasn't.
Oh.
It was pretty. It was pretty good. I don't know why it's that high. Like I feel like I listened to a lot of songs more. So it's just strange, but I don't. It is. Yeah, but yeah, my top song. I listened to the Messy Hair 11 times. I feel like a lot of these like stats are like under like put like I feel like I did more listening, especially to some of these songs, but I listened to I definitely listened to more albums than 47. You got to be kidding me. Like this shit's wrong. So this is where I start disagreeing with Spotify. This is where I start to have a little bit of a problem. My top album was Brat, and it's the same, but there's 3 more songs, so it's not, which is not my top album. I listened to it for 167 minutes. I listened to Imaginal Disc like 4 to 5 times. I listened to This Is Happening like probably like 5 to 6 times. So it makes no sense. I mean, we did this album for the channel like as a ranking, but I didn't like go back to it after the fact. I mean, I listened to it a lot like for the ranking, but it just seems really weird, and I feel like they're like missing some stuff. I don't know. My second place album was Imaginal Disc, which should have been first. Third place was Dirt by Alice in Chains. Fourth was Mercurial World by Magdalena Bay, which kind of makes sense. And then 5 was Don't Tap That Glass by Don't Tap the Glass by Tyler the Creator, which I did listen to a lot, but still I would have expected LCD Sound System. I mean, obviously Dirt, Alice in Chains makes sense, but I don't know. I listened to 413 artists. My top 5 were my top artist number 1. I guess I'll start from 5. 5 Charlie XCX, which I feel like is still really weird. I feel like if I were to like think of not objective, but like what I would expect the ranking to be, I would definitely put System of a Down at 5. Like I think I listened to them a lot, but maybe it was there's kind of like a weird, I don't know when Spotify cuts off their tracking data because I listen to System of a Down a lot like at the end of the year, but still it's kind of interesting. 4, Alice in Chains. Uh Again, I listened to a lot more too like later in the year for Alice in Chains, so they'd definitely be higher than the third place spot. But number 3 was Pink Panthers, which was I was kind of surprised, not that surprised because I listened to her a lot, but I'm glad that she was on the list. And then number 2, LCD Sound System, and then obviously number 1 being Magdalena Bay. I got a video from Magdalena Bay. I'm part of the Cosmic Stereo Club, whatever that means. We pulled some of your files just in case. What?
Wait,
Black
no,
Highlight.
the file's getting released.
Biggest Indie Rock Day, April 30th. Biggest Magdalena Bay Day, May 15. Did I like see them? I don't even know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Kind of. I thought there'd be more. I guess I got to step up my numbers. I got to like start forcing Spotify to actually like. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird, but it is what it is. I think. I don't know. Interesting. My number 1 artist on YouTube for songs that I listened to on YouTube was, I think it was Edmund X. Was it Edmund X? Okay, no, never mind. My top artist was Magdalena Bay on YouTube, so it means I listened to more of them. And then, yeah, Your Favorite Martian's on there. And then I listened to Edmund X. Like, there's 2 Edmund X songs, 1 Crispy Concord song, and 1 Magdalena Bay song, and then there's a Baby No Money song. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's end of my yap. So, yeah.
Awesome.
What do we do next?
I was gonna say because you mentioned the cutoff. I know that for my YouTube music thing where it showed like, here's every day that you listen to Eminem. It cut off halfway through November, so I think that's usually the cutoff, like halfway through November, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
For this next segment, we're just going to be going over concerts we've been to. I don't know if I edited it, cut it out and stuff, but Oliver, you want to like go through ones that you thought, like me and Oliver, we're siblings, we're brothers. We go to a lot of the same concerts, not every single same
Yeah.
one. I guess if you want to go through Oliver, if you want to go through ones you saw
Yeah, I
personally,
hope
and
I
then we
remember
can like.
them all. Because there's a lot. There's also
We
like,
went to a lot of concerts. I'm actually really glad. Like I'm really like
Yeah.
happy. Like I'm a hashtag blessed.
hashtag blessed. We
Oh,
got,
yeah, I'm so grateful that we
got
got to see so many
a lot
concerts.
of great stuff. At this, okay, what was the first? I think the first major one was Queens of the Stone Age. I thought
That was in like the summer.
that
was like-
Was there one before?
Didn't you
That was
see
the middle of the
Modest
year,
Mouse?
like
Didn't we see
June.
Modest Mouse like at the theater?
Queens was Modest Mouse. I thought was 2024.
Oh, maybe it was
Thought
2024.
it was.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess if I forget anything, forgive me. But obviously, we saw Queens of Stone Age. We talked about that one a lot in our podcast, right?
Yeah,
little
we
bit.
talked in one
Yeah,
of the
we did.
podcasts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really
I'm
yeah.
not
That
talking-
was a really good one. Then we saw, I think, was it LCD Sound System?
We saw LCD Sound System, Modest Mouse, and did they go with somebody else? Oh,
Flaming
Modest
Lips.
Mouse and the Flaming Lips, which was an amazing concert. Like both.
That was crazy.
Dude, the Flaming Lips was insane, bro.
The Flaming Lips part, they brought out these big giant pink, or not, I don't know if they're pink.
They had
robots,
so
but
much props, and it was
they
like
had so many props.
the
bro.
guy is like going crazy. Like it was insane. Like such.
He had like a shirt gun or whatever, and then they brought out like balloons and it was, or not a shirt gun, like a confetti gun and stuff, and it was insane. It was like kind of crazy at how much they done.
Yeah.
And then also the opener to that to Modest Mouse and Flaming Lips was this band called Frico, and they're actually pretty good. There's a song. Actually, I'm gonna save that song for later in the discussion, but they were also really good too. They were like some like younger people and like young and energetic, and it was really fun to watch. Even not knowing any of their songs, it was just a joy to see them. But yeah. What else? And then LC Sound System was pretty cool. Like really cool. It was the lighting was probably probably the coolest part about it. Like the
Yeah, like they had the
lighting.
behind the like illuminating them in the back. It's like they had like LED panels.
Yeah,
Like doing that was a really cool. I
they
mean,
had probably my favorite setup, like in terms of like the the Flaming Lips one is cool, but the LCD Sound System one I think is just my favorite because I think what they just did it so perfectly, and they don't need obviously it's still a lot like some crazy light stuff, but I think that's probably my favorite out of like stage designs is probably theirs.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And then other ones that I saw, we got so this I guess some we got obviously I'm gonna talk with this out more, but Getting Killed by Geese, that album came up and that blew up Geese, but we got tickets like kind of like right before the album came up out, so like it was in a very small venue, and the tickets weren't that yeah, but yeah, it was insane, and we got really close. It was so crazy how close we got. He was like I was like right here. This was the stage, right? I was like right here, and like he was like right there. It was insane how close he was, like right there. I was wait, like
Stranger Things type.
Would you say it's like the size of this room, like the venue, like a little bit
the
big?
venue was.
Or not the venue, but like
The
the concert
ground floor
area.
of the venue. I think the ground floor of the venue was about the size of this room. Like there's stairs going up to the merch stuff where more people can sit, but like the ground floor, like when you're like the lowest you can get and the closest you can get was probably the size of this room. It was insanely small.
And for
And one
reference to those listening, our room is like 20 by 25 feet or something like that. So it's not.
yeah.
It was a small area for. I wasn't there, but from the photos I saw.
And the bassist once he jumped into the crowd and started moshing with everybody, bro. I was low-key getting squished, bro. It was insane. Yeah, it was a really crazy concert. I'm so glad I saw them before they got huge. And then the other thing is that we also got before we even got the Geese tickets, we got Cameron Winter tickets at a church, and oh my gosh, the sound was amazing. And we got this before they blew up again, so we got it for a pretty good price. But people were selling from like for like was it $300 or $800, something insane. Like people were selling them for like crazy prices, and the sound audio in that theater was like the best sound audio I've ever heard in like any concert. It was amazing. But yeah,
Because it was like
that's
just him and the piano, right?
yeah.
One other album that we or not album, one other concert that we went to, Oliver and I was what was that? I can't think of the name. The Milwaukee band. What the? I can't. The name is like escaping me.
Oh, Violent Femmes.
The Violent Femmes. Yes, we saw them
Wait,
live.
really?
They played through their second album, and then they played through the first album.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, that was
I
a
didn't
cool
know you guys
experience.
did that. Or maybe I didn't. I forgot. Yeah, it's interesting.
As for concerts that I went to, like by myself, or not by myself, but like usually it's with my mom. Uh, Actually, no, there was only one that I went to with just like with nobody else. It was Magdalena Bay. I talked about that before, but it was a really cool experience. The stage design was really cool. All the songs, like it was amazing. Seeing my favorite band like play. Uh, but yeah, I already kind of talked about that. It was a great experience. The set design was so cool. They brought in like the story elements and like the costume. Like obviously there's in the music videos and stuff. Just a very visual and audible concert. So it was really cool. I can't think of other ones. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We kind of went
Well,
through all of
Nate,
them.
You saw Nate, but you saw the band that's just one guy, except for when they live.
Oh my gosh! How did I forget that? What the hell? What was wrong with me? I saw
That was recent too.
that totally escaped me. I saw Tame Impala, which is like a dream concert. It was so good. One of my favorite concerts I've ever been to. The lights were amazing. We saw Tame Impala at the wherever the Bulls play in Illinois or in Chicago. I saw that with my mom. It was so peak. Like oh my gosh, bro. Oh yeah. They played and there was like two songs like throughout the set list that they switch up, and they played two songs from what you call it, Inner Speaker, the first album, and I was super happy about that. So the set list was amazing. Like the lights were amazing. Like the performance, like the whole experience. Like there was like a float, like a spinning light, like circle thing and then they shot up confetti, and there was like lasers. It felt like you were in like the Tron universe. It was insane, man. That was beautiful. I don't know how I forgot about that, or how that escaped me. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, I think.
I haven't been to as many concerts as these folks, but and even if I have it, there's usually like a pretty big amount of overlap. Um, I've gone to some smaller stuff again, usually with these two.
Hmm.
Like, I guess most recently we went to like a very small venue for a smaller band, like Vo, called like Veaux. There's like a bunch of smaller bands performing that night. Uh, but still, it was kind of like out in the street, and I remember that like uh, there was like a baseball game going on, and there was like a
Oh
guy watching
yeah.
on his phone, and there was like a crowd of like 10 people around that guy, and that's like a third of the crowd, and Nate was in there, and then mid song, they all start like jumping up and down and cheering because it's like I guess they made like a game winning score probably.
It was just they won the game. It was a
Oh,
very
okay.
like because they were playing against the Cubs and it was like the elimination game, so it was a very important like yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
So like
The Vo was really good. Like I really liked their sound, and then also the band that opened for them too was great. I don't remember what their name was, but the Vo was really cool. Good energy. Like they had I don't know. Yeah.
I think that whole day was like a bunch of bands playing like one band every hour.
Hmm.
Uh, and I think Vo, I don't know if they were the only because again we weren't there the whole time, uh, but it's like I remember that it's like the drummer was out there long because the drummer was out there longer because he had to put his stuff away, and then the crowd was chanting for an encore, and he was like, guys, we don't have one of those planned," but then they came out and did an extra song anyway.
Yeah, I
Um,
think they legally had to cut it off, so they need to make sure it's like a short one or something, because you can't like
yeah,
pass their permit or like the curfew for loud live music.
yeah, but I also remember that it's like yes, like that small crowd of people cheered. They cheered for the baseball game around that guy's phone mid song, and then after the song finished, the front man was like, "Did they win?" Which I thought was funny. Which I thought was funny. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And then like right after they won, this guy comes out and like starts like with like a hat and like has everybody put money into it. Like he was like happy that they. I feel like the whole like everybody was like the whole mood got like a lot more like not giving, but no,
yeah, it was a pretty good vibe.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and there also was like a guy that walked up to me, like mid song for a different song, and I was wearing a Tom and Jerry raincoat that it's like my dad had got me for my birthday, and this guy I could barely hear him, but he was like, "Nice jacket," and I was like, "Thanks," and then he walks away, and then walks back like 10 seconds later, like, "Where'd you get it?" And I was like, "It's a gift. I don't know where it came from," but yeah, overall a pretty good vibe that night. I also saw Queens of the Stone Age with you guys earlier in the um earlier well actually no like in June, so like half of the year, and that was like my second concert I guess. But that was my first like kind of like big one I guess.
Hmm.
And that was really cool. Uh, Staple of rock music for me, and like yeah, it kind of changed my. I mean like even though I liked like their overall performance, like it was so good that it like changed my opinion on like a few of the songs, like in their respective albums. Like going back to it, um, and Super Trumpy Future Live was like amazing to hear. Like I seriously did like a jump for joy when I first when I first
Yeah,
recognized
that
them.
was.
What else? What else? Oh yeah, one okay. A concert that I went to that you guys weren't there for was the Black Keys. It was really cool. That was kind of like a birthday gift for me and my brother. And that's cool because again, kind of similar to the Black Keys. It's kind of like I kind of associated like rock music with Queens of the Stone Age, No One Knows, and the Black Keys like El Camino and Brothers. Since I was in the car a lot. Um, so hearing both those live was really cool. So, hearing Psychotic Girl live was amazing. Uh, yeah, it was cool because like, it was like more laid back, but they like some of the visuals like really nice. Like I like how it's like they like made silhouettes like on the walls, but also like they layered the screen in the back, which I know like isn't like a super unique thing, but still was cool to see. Um, yeah, I think those are pretty much all the concerts that I went to. Yeah.
So next we're going to be talking about album our favorite. First, we're going to be going over our favorite album that came out this year, favorite song that came out this year, and then favorite album or song, or no, favorite album that we discovered this year, favorite songs we discovered, favorite album that we discovered from any year that we discovered this year. But yeah, we could start with favorite album
Mine
of
can
the
be
year.
pretty quick.
Okay, you can go first.
My album of the year is so do I do album and then song of the year, or do I just go?
You can do album, and then if do you want to do album, and then we all go through album, then we can do song.
Um,
Could do
what
that.
do we do? What do you guys think?
I would think we just do album, and then we switch to song.
Okay.
Sure.
So yeah, my album of the year is easily Getting Killed by Geas. I mean, I don't know, it's not even really the only answer in my from the albums I've listened to. My top song, or yeah, but it's got all my favorite songs of the year too, to be honest. But yeah, it's so good. I know you probably if depending on like if you're in the music discourse online, you probably heard a lot about Geas, but they're really good. Low Canyon Lee Peak. That's it from me though. I'll get more into it when I talk about the songs, but
Nice. I guess I could go for my favorite album. This is kind of I didn't listen to too much new music. I listened to probably like 6 to 7 or 8 albums this year, like new.
clip farm, clip
Okay,
farm,
no, no,
clip
no, no,
farm,
no,
clip
this is
farm,
not the
clip
Clip
farm,
Farm
clip
podcast.
farm.
But yeah,
6, 7,
I
8,
didn't listen to
9.
as much new albums, like 2025 albums, as I want to. Like there's some that I really like I've heard a lot of good things about that I haven't listened to. But I would say it's between two. It's between it's between Fancy That by Pink Panthers, an entrancing album, very like pop. It's like a pop, like whatever. She keeps evolving her sound, but it still keeps that same like. It's hard to describe. She's evolved her sound over the years, but every single one of the albums has still sounded great, and just the branding for Fancy That, like a lot of the songs on there, like it's just very catchy. I really enjoyed that album. And then another one of my favorite albums this year was "I Love My Computer" by Nina Girachi, which is like a electronic artist from they make electronic music from Australia. Uh, very like very cool album with a lot of cool songs. I listened to this album twice, but like I listened to it once and then weeks later I had to listen to it twice, but I haven't listened to it more because after listening to the album, the next day I got a migraine and I only get migraines like once every like month or 2 months. Or it's more like it's kind of sporadic. It doesn't I don't really it's kind of hard to track, but uh it was just kind of strange. So I'm not going to like I don't know. It's probably just like a superstition thing. It wasn't like I don't think it's because of the music. It's just like a bad timing. So I'm not gonna like. I don't know. I'll listen to it again soon. It's just like a superstitious thing. But it was a really good album. I really enjoyed it. So many good songs. But yeah, those are my two choices.
I listened to 11 albums this year that came out this year.
Hmm.
But only 7 I really like took the time to bother and like kind of like form an opinion on, like rank, you know.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, I don't know if I'll go through all of them, but it's like if I do, it'll be quick. My number one album of the year is "Breach" by 21 Pilots. I'm not like a crazy like okay, well not crazy like like I'm not like a super like I'm not like into like the lore as much as like most people are that are like fans of them. I like vaguely understand it. Uh, but
if
I
you're
know
a
how important
21
this
Pilots
album is.
fan, mm, what's the drummer's name? But you don't know this one.
The drummer's name in the lore is Torchbearer. Huh. Josh
In the
Stone.
lore.
And
And
Yeah,
those
you know it's
were
real
like,
name. You don't know it's real
I
name.
don't know. I don't
I
know,
just, I
bro.
just, I just said.
I don't know.
Didn't, it's used in
Fine.
multiple
Fake
songs.
fan. Fake fan.
Joshua Dunn. What's it called? But
Joshua Tommy reference?
but the yeah, but this album is like, it really is like a culmination of like the sound of like all their past albums. There's a bunch of callbacks in the cover with like the kind of like red and black stressed out, not stressed out, red and black blurry face. Um, and like the kind of like the two people standing on the cover, kind of reminiscent of Vessel. Like just seeing that cover kind of made me like think, okay, I can kind of see where this could be going. And yeah, it kind like since it was made like pretty close to Clancy, I can definitely hear like some similarities. But this album is one of those albums that like just hearing one or two songs, like it's just one of those albums where you're like, okay, okay, well now I gotta hear this song. I gotta hear this song, and then I ended up listening to like the entire album.
Yeah.
Every time I wanted to hear just one song, I had to go back and do the entire thing. So yeah, it's definitely like an like all timer like top shelf album for me. Um, very very good. Uh, there's not a single song that I like dislike or think is just okay. Um, but yeah, I really like it a lot. Uh, my second favorite album, uh, another album under the uh another album distributed by Sealed by Ramen, is Inertia by Grandson. Shout out to Daniel for putting me on.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So he showed. Okay, so my friend showed me like a song from the album. He showed it to me as like a recommendation, and I thought that one song sounded really good. So I heard the entire album. I thought it was really good. I kept listening to it. But it wasn't until like after like a month that I like listening to it that I realized Grandson is the same guy that made the song, like when there's blood in the water, like that song.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize that was the same guy. Like that song that's like dun dun
Yeah, I know
dun
it's
dun
from.
dun dun. When there's blood in the well, yeah,
Oh,
because like Nate,
that song?
I don't know. Yeah, that song. So like his sound was his sound was very very different. I feel like because I heard a few of his other more popular songs. And this album sounds like a cross between like Rage Against the Machine and like Royal Blood and 21 Pilots, kind of with like the vocal style maybe. Yeah, it's very interesting. On first listen, the lyrics are kind of hard to digest because like they're very well written, uh, and also like important. But like half an hour straight of like that kind of like content, it can be kind of hard to stomach at first, like for like that much, uh,
Hmm.
so thoroughly. But yeah, this album's also really good. I'd probably give like an 8.5 out of 10. My third favorite of the year is probably "Don't Tap the Glass" by Tyler. Just like a fun album.
Yeah.
Uh, it kind it kind of came out at a bad time because I wasn't really in like in the mood to like be all like happy summer vibes. But still, it was like I remember that the album came out. I had my phone next to me. I put my headphones on, and that morning I didn't even need coffee. Big Poe came on, and I was like, oh okay, so we're doing
Dude,
this
yeah,
now. And I
that
just sat
that
there.
album,
After
bro,
that
it's like that's also one that I'd probably put on my top like list. That's like probably number 2 or like it's interchangeable. Like it's such a like it just works for what he was trying to do like so well
yeah,
for the album. It's like it's so good.
yeah, it's not one that I go back to that often, and when I do, it probably does go like a little bit lower from like how I think of it in my head, but still, the individual songs are really good.
Hmm.
Uh, Number four is "And the Edge is Impossible," the comeback album of OK Go. First album in 11 years. This one's pretty good. I don't go back to it that often, but when I do, it's always a pleasant surprise. Number five is "No Rain, No Flowers" with the Black Keys. Also a surprise. Uh, 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 I like this one, although I'd say there were a couple standouts. Um,
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you
but
thought of that because I
yeah,
never really heard you talking about the new Black Keys album.
yeah. Well, I'm one of the like few people that actually really liked Ohio players. In
Hmm.
this album, it doesn't ignore it at all. Like it just kind of showing that it's like some bad things happened for them as like a band, with like the torque cancellation and stuff. But they just worked through it, and yeah, I think it's a really nice vibe. It's very like it's kind of like hopecore kind of, but also like some piano centric songs. Like I know that a lot of fans like this album because it's like it felt like a good push in the right direction of like sounding new while also having the classic Black Keys sound. So like I'm not a huge fan of it, but I also do like it, and I'm glad that other fans like it too. Um, Number 6, I have Deadbeat by Tame Impala.
Oh
I
yeah,
think this
Deadbeat.
album's
I forgot about
overrated.
Deadbeat too, bro.
Oh yeah.
Deadbeat would probably be around that two like top 3 spot. Like it's always interchangeable. I've
Yeah.
gone back to some of those songs a lot. Yeah.
Um, Deadbeat. Yeah, overhated album. Uh, I think we'll probably rate it soon, so I don't know how much I want to talk about it now. But yeah, I did listen to this one kind of a lot actually because I was trying to formulate an opinion on it. But again, kind of like Don't Tap the Glass. I feel like the more I heard it, the less I liked it. But I still do like it.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. Again, if we do a ranking on it, I'll probably talk about it more there. But yeah, uh, n-
I
not
I
bad at
have one.
all. Huh?
Oh, what?
I said not bad, like a 7 out of 10. I'd say for that one.
Uh-huh.
Number 7, the lowest ranking album that I actually bothered ranking was Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter. I heard Short and Sweet, and I was like, I figured I'd give it a try. I give it a couple tries since then, but I just don't like Short and Sweet that much. Man's Best Friend came out, and I was kind of like curious, even though I knew that I didn't like Short and Sweet that much. But then I saw like some clips of like some like freaky lyrics, and I was like, I don't know, this is just rage bait. But it's like I was still intrigued, and then a friend of mine was like, okay, can you please just hear the album so that I have someone to talk to about it? And I was like, fine. So I listened to it, and I was surprised because it's actually kind of good. Like, um, Manchild, I don't like Manchild. The chorus is like really catchy, but other
Yeah.
than that, I don't like Manchild.
It's like
Um,
I'll sometimes I'll be like I'll get the chorus stuck in my head. I'm like, okay, why do I have to have this song stuck in my head?
that's kind of how I feel about Espresso.
I loved I loved Espresso. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into this.
I like the
I need
chorus
to
of
listen to
Man.
Man's Best Friend. I
Oh
need to
man,
listen to Man's
I've
Best.
got that in my head that low key be
Honestly,
going sometimes, bro.
yeah. So it kind of starts off on a sour note with Manchild, but after that, like not including that first song, the first half of the album is actually consistently good. Tears, it takes a little bit to get into, but Tears, it's a witty song with funny lyrics about over romanticizing things that it's like someone does, and I think it works I think it works really well, and I really like it.
I
Like
get wet
like
at the thought of you
that song
being
actually like
a
molds really
special
well to
guy.
like her strengths. I feel like so I like
Yeah,
that a
yeah.
lot. Great song. It's also pretty short too, and also I think I noticed this when I watched Turning the Tables. Shout out! I don't know why we keep shouting out people that are bigger than us, but
Yo, shout out, bro.
yo.
but they're fans of Sabrina Carpenter, and they noticed how yeah, like Short and Sweet. They also said that even though they love Short and Sweet, they noticed that in comparison, Man's Best Friend sounds a lot more free. Like Manchild sounds like it was meant to be on Short and Sweet, and I agree. But Man's Best Friend as a whole like sounds more like she's kind of doing what she wants to do. Like it's more like fun, like kind of like it sounds like more danceable, like just like be yourself. Meanwhile, Short and Sweet is like okay, complain to Target. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of felt like she was just trying to like keep getting into like the sphere of like
Yeah,
still trying to like get comfortable and get more popular around this.
but yeah. Other songs on Man's Best Friend that I liked. Nobody's Son, great song, really really catchy. Um, Everything from the verses to the chorus in the lyrics. The second half of that album, I'm not as big on, but even then, not bad. So yeah, I'd probably give this album a 6 out of 10. I should probably go back to it again. Um, and yeah, and it's not that long either. So I do think that you two should listen to it since I know that Nate heard short. But yeah, I think it's definitely a step up.
Yeah, I still need
Uh,
to listen to that one.
and lastly, Unhonorable mention. Unhonorable mention. Withered by David. Unreviewable. I give that
I
unreviewable.
forgot that this came out this year, bro.
No,
Man.
because he was on a no, because he was on a generational run, and then I had that one single. What are you waiting for? I had that on loop
What are
every
you
morning,
waiting for?
and then the album came out, and I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be fire!" And I heard it, and I was like, "Yeah." I mean, like it had like a pretty good vibe, but kind of like, but kind of like a thing with like a lot of like. Actually, why am I talking about this? David's a bad person. Don't listen to the album. Never mind.
It's
Instead
hard to
of
like
listening
listen to it
now,
because it's like every single song is about like a 13-year-old, and it's like, what? Yeah.
instead of listening
Yeah.
to that album, listen to Viagra A Boys by Viagra Boys. That's one I forgot to say. This album is really good. It's like alternative punk, like what's the word? Also like some electronic punk. They've got like some synth stuff in it too. It's really really good. I'll get into this. I can probably get into the songs soon, but stuff like yeah, I'd listen to that album. It's a really good album. Anyways, I don't know if you want to talk about songs from this album
Yeah.
now, not
Yeah.
year.
We can go on to songs from the like. Wait, so is it songs of the year next?
Songs of the year,
Okay.
yeah. I guess since yeah, on the
Excuse me.
topic of Viagra Boys, this song I'm not sure if this is my favorite song of the year. At first, I was guessing it was gonna be something from Geese, but that's probably not my favorite. But one of the best songs is the song "Medicine for Horses" by Viagra Boys. I keep on saying it weird because the album title's name's different, but is such a good song. It is the most like beautiful like sad song ever. I don't know. It's like it's so much different than most of the stuff off this album, but it's probably my favorite off the album. It's like a I don't know. It's just amazing stuff. Like also like the song "Man Made of Me" is also really good.
Oh
Store
yeah, yeah.
Policy too. I love Store Policy. Some amazing lyrics in that. But all my top songs that came out this year are pretty much all come from getting killed. If I'm being honest, like Husbands is was probably my favorite off the album, but it's kind of switches every time. I'd say Husbands, Taxes, and then Long Island City, Here I Come. That song is so good. I don't know, man. All the songs off this album are good. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. I guess I could go next. So I have a lot of songs at the top. There's not one that was like insanely great, like that I loved a lot. My most listened to was probably Stateside by Pink Panthers off of Fancy That. That was a really good, really catchy song. I listened to that so many times. Another song on the I Love My Computer album called "Fuck My Computer," where they talk about like wanting to fuck their computer, not like a sexual way, but like just how like I don't know. It's a very like beautiful song, but like um
Oh, I really want to. I really want to listen to that album.
it's like
I was
sentiment. It's
going
not like
to,
it's not
yeah.
like it's not like a Sabrina Carpenter type thing. It's more like my computer understands me, but not on like a, I don't know. It was good. My favorite, not.
Hmm,
It's hard to
sounds
say it's
interesting.
my favorite song because I've only listened to it once, but a really really great song. Actually, I think I've listened to it once or twice. Was the ending song off of Vanisher Horizon Scraper by Quedeca called Casper. Now this album, I know I didn't mention it in my favorite albums of this year. I listened to it. It was good, but it was very overbearing. Like it's not too long. Okay. So it's an hour and 9 minutes long, but it's an indie. It's kind of like an indie tronica. Like it's there's just so much happening. Like it's kind of like it, it's kind of like Jacob Collier, but like if you made like a cohesive story and like actually like locked in.
If he had soul in his
Yeah,
music.
if he had soul or like that's what this is kind of like. So it's just a little bit too much for me with it not being like I'm good with a lot of instruments, but it didn't feel like too cohesive. Um and also I wasn't the biggest fan of the vocals, but the ending song, like if you look at like the story of the album, he talks about like a lot of stuff with like unaliving, so like I don't know if I can say that. And this is kind of like the climax of the story where he's like drowning, and this is uh the instrument. This is just crazy. Like there's one point in this song where I like listening to it. Like it's like you get goosebumps. Like it's at the end. It's just a whole like eargasm. Like it's just like powerfulness. Like it feels like you're drowned. Like it's so amazing. I haven't gone back to it that often, but it's an absolute like great ending track. And then also the song before it, "Foregone," off the same album was really good. Uh, really sad like relationship stuff. But those are really good. I'm not like it's hard for me to say they're my favorite, but I can definitely see them being some of the best songs that I've heard. I haven't heard as much as I wanted to. Another one that I'll mention is "My Old Ways" by Tame Impala off of his new album, and then also "Afterthought." I like Ethereal Afterthought. Dracula is really good. A lot of the songs off the album, but that's pretty much it for songs that I for this year.
Any songs from Don't Tap the Glass? You think?
Yeah, that's another thing. I forgot about that. Like these are all like there's not like one that like stands out, so they're all like in like the 9 to 10 range area. Don't Tap That Glass for me probably Sugar on My Tongue and Big Poe are like the top ones. Sugar on My Tongue probably being my most listened to. So I kind of thank you for bringing that up because I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, that would also be up there. And there's probably other songs that I'm forgetting, like maybe off of the one song or the one album.
Well, didn't the song "Messy Here" come out this year too?
Did it?
I thought it did it.
Wait, if it did,
I feel
like
like it did.
it's just I have such a
I feel like
weird
it did.
perception of time. Wait,
Yeah, I remember.
it did
I
come out
remember
this
that I
year.
listened to.
So that would be my
I was
number
gonna
one.
say.
That would be my number one song of the year is
Okay.
"Messy Hair" by TV Girl and Meg.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
and no, stuff is coming to me now because Magdalena Bay made their new singles. Like all their new
Mhm.
singles came out this year too. So scratch what I said before. Like Second Sleep, Star Eyes, This Is the World I Made It For You, Nice Day, Human Happens, Paint Me a Picture are all probably ahead of the songs I mentioned before. Like those are all like 10 or legendary songs. I'm definitely gonna listen to them more and do like a full like ranking of the new singles. But those are like absolutely I've listened to them a lot. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I totally forgot that those came out this year. So those will probably be my top one. That's my top song. So I guess what I said before, it's still those other songs that I mentioned before are still ones that I like a lot. But those are probably my favorite by Magdalena Bay. But yeah, anyways.
Okay. Um, my number one song of the year that I can think of is "The Contract," which is the lead single off of 21 Pilots' "Reach."
Mm-hmm.
That song is very unique, even by like their standards, because like they blend so many different styles together. But "The Contract" is very unique even for them. It kind of has like that vibe of like one like you're trying to fall asleep, but you can't, and you keep thinking about how like your time's running out. You're
Oh
like getting
yeah,
more
I hate that
sleepy.
feeling.
Like
Yeah.
that's the vibe of the song. But that song came out at the perfect time. It came out like the week that like everything was like getting flipped on its head over and over like in a frying pan for me. So
Mm-hmm.
like and it's like every single lyric was like almost like bar for bar like kind of like kind of relatable for what was going on at the time for me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I love that song a lot. It's a legendary song. Other songs that I really like for Breach, uh, Robot Voices. I don't know why that song gets so much hate. It's amazing. City Walls. A lot of other songs from Breach too. I don't know why I'm blinking. Well, obviously, like Drum Show is also really good, along with the final song that I can't remember the name of for some reason. Um, but yeah, just like the whole album, like yeah, like I'd say that like almost like half the album's like 10 out of 10 material. So obviously, a lot of songs off Breach. Uh, yeah, songs like okay, you mentioned like Big Poe and Sugar on My Tongue, which are
Mm-hmm.
also amazing songs from Don't Tap the Glass. But Ring Ring Ring,
Oh, Ring Ring
I
Ring.
remember
Yeah.
like my second time hearing that, I had like a similar vibe to the first time I heard Like Him of Chromacopia, where I was like, okay, this is some of Tyler's best work, but in a different like realm than Like Him. Like
Yeah.
I just thought like it's really really good. And I was like, yeah, Just like it sounds really good, and like I know it's sampled, but that's not like anything take away from the song. Just really, really good stuff. And like I love the bass line. Um, what I was gonna say? Uh, you mentioned Afterthought from Deadbeat.
Hmm.
That one has a really, really good bass line. I learned it, and it's so simple, but for some reason it was driving me insane that night. That dun 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 dun. Like I don't know why I kept like tripping off. But yeah, yeah. Um, from OK Go, the song, the song, the song. This is how it ends was really good. Kind of got some Arctic Monkeys kind of vibes from like their newer stuff, like the strings, or not the strings, the horns, kind of at the end. Even though Arctic Monkeys doesn't really have horns, it just reminds me kind of like a song off the car, which I love. So that song's really good. Also, the song from that album, "A Stone Only Rolls
Oh,
Downhill."
that song's
That one was
amazing.
also,
Yeah.
that song was great at the very start of the year. Love listening to that in the winter. Um, and I guess last thing I want to talk about was from the Black Keys new album. The song "Make You Mine" has like a very like nice kind of like somber feel to it with like the piano
Hmm.
and the voice melody. Also, the title track's really good too. Um, yeah, that's most of what I wanted to talk about. I think for favorite songs.
Cool.
Um, yeah,
Definitely a lot of good music has came out this year, along with last year. It'll be interesting to see what's in store for 2026. Um,
yeah. There are rumors for some artists that we really like dropping next year. So hopefully that happens.
yeah. I guess next we could just go over, starting with all of our like our favorite albums that we've discovered this year from any
I
year.
got a lot. I say that, but I'm probably gonna forget all of them or like blow through them all in like 10 seconds. But oh well. I don't know. Who wants to go first? I'm fine with whatever.
You can go first. We can just do the same order.
Iffy. Um, albums that I'm trying to go from like the start of the year. Um, I'm gonna try to like obviously there's like like what's it called, Eminem and been listening to like the Beatles and stuff like that. But I'm gonna try to get some ones that like more people might not know. But yeah, let me think. First off, I'd probably go. I think a lot of them are probably gonna be pretty recently because I can't remember all like the stuff from like a while ago. But there's a album called Marquee Moon by the band Television. Released in 1977. It's a post-punk album, one of like the first post-punk albums. It's like really, really good. Some of the songs I sometimes feel like are go on a little bit too long, but at the same time they're still really, really good songs that I really don't care. Um, his vocals really remind me his not really they don't sound like uh Julius Casablanca, but there something about them kind of reminds me of him. Um, my favorite track on here is probably See No Evil. In my opinion, it's just a banger, honestly. They did a lot. This album's like does not sound like it's from 1977. It's very wonderful. There's a band I was listening to some Masayoshi Takanaka. That's one I'd really heavily recommend. I've been
Yeah,
getting into
definitely.
that stuff. That and Cassiopeia. I've listened to Cassiopeia a bit, but now I've recently like started loving it. Yeah, that's it's really really good. I mean, other stuff like I've been listening to Bob Dylan. I've been going through like a lot of old stuff. I recently Velvet Underground. I've been listening to and I love that album. Uh, I've listened to the McGee album and that album was pretty good. I still haven't gone back to it as much as I want to. Another album would be Apostrophe by Frank Zappa. I've been listening to that album a lot. It's so funky. It's like it kind of sounds like one continuous like song, but like it isn't, but like it kind of just sounds like it. I don't know. I'd really recommend it. My favorite song is probably either Uncle Remus or Don't Eat the Yellow Snow. It's some really good stuff on there. But it's strange though, but heavily recommend it. Um, I mean, I'm trying to think some stuff. Obviously, yeah. I guess that's all of like the. I'm trying to think. Am I missing something? I'm trying to think of. That's all like the more like non like because obviously yeah, Eminem, the Beatles. I've been listening to way more of them and uh yeah, but that's all of the ones I can think about that are more like obscure stuff.
Cool. Well, I guess for me, for albums this year that I discovered, or even bands too, I have a few picks for my favorite. Some of them were in my rap, like discovering LCD Sound System, mainly from my mom telling me about them. This Is Happening and Sound of Silver are both amazing, like 10 out of 10.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I love.
2025. Yeah, there's been so many artists in 25 that I forget like that I discovered them this year. You
I
know what
know
I
it's
mean?
crazy. Like, it just
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, LC Sound System. I don't know. Ants from Black Country New Road. I mean, sorry, I know it's yeah, I'm cutting it to you, but like yeah, Black Country New Road. I mean, some I don't know. Did I actually? I don't know. Not Ween. But yeah, there's so much. But yeah, continue.
so yeah. LCD Sound System, all their albums, but mainly Sound of Silver and This Is Happening. I feel like it's when they peaked.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, As for other bands, Alice in Chains, I just started listening to them. Dirt, I was a huge fan of, and that's probably my favorite. Actually, I won't say it's up there. I think Jar of Flies is my new favorite. It's hard. They're both really really good, but those are some of my favorite. Just the way Lane Staley's vocals, the whole feel of the songs, the guitar work, and then also the lyrical matter and just the way they go throughout it's like a battling addiction and stuff. It was really really great that I not like personal kind of personalized a lot. But I don't know. It was really I enjoyed it. Um
I tried. I didn't finish Dirt. I started listening to it, and I just didn't finish it.
no, it's not
It
like
was good though. All the songs I heard, I liked a lot. But
yeah. Um but yeah, going on to other albums. Okay, so there's this one more album that I'll bring up, which is a little bit more niche that I discovered this year that like a huge fan of, and that is Fantasy Black Channel by Late of the Pure. Late of the Pure was a band in like 2008 of like four teenagers from the UK, and they made an amazing like new rave dance punk synth pop album that is beautiful. Like every single one of the songs, they sound different. It's just so energetic, high energy, new wave. Like it's so amazing, and it's super super underrated. I'm so sad that they stopped making music after that. Uh, and that's their only album they've made. They have a few other songs, but that's probably my one of my favorite albums that I've discovered this year. I go back to it a lot and I listen to it a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
For me, I'm trying to think of all the ones that I did. It's like there's four that come to mind right away, but there's even more that I kind of forgot about because they like I either spaced them out a lot because they have less albums, or I did it way earlier in the year. Um, I guess I'll start with an artist that I kind of expected to be in my recap, but after I thought about it a bit more, since it wasn't there, was Descendants, a band who's known as kind of like the grandfathers of like pop punk.
Hmm.
And it makes sense they're not on my recap because I guess their songs are like a bit shorter, so it makes sense they wouldn't be like on my top songs or my top albums because again, just shorter, less listening time. But their album, I Don't Want to Grow Up, uh, love that album, top shelf for sure. I'm really glad. I'm really glad that they reissued their first two albums this year, so I was able to get both of those. I've listened to all their albums, and I've also heard of all. I've listened to one of their albums, but I wasn't as interested, so I don't know if I'll do more, but we'll see. But yeah, with Descendants, it was a lot of fun hearing all those. Um, I guess maybe a couple of them were like a little more. I don't know, but still, I love artists and bands that like I can really dive deep, not just into the music and their albums and their discography, but also like the artists themselves. You know, like that's part of why I got so big into like Weezer, and Green Day, and also Eminem. Um, with Green Day, I did like one Green Day album every month this year, and that was a lot of fun. Insomniac was Insomniac was what finally inspired me to try playing an instrument, and now I've been playing bass since like July,
Nice.
that's been fun. Some crazy bass lines on there. I can play like 2 of them by now, but what else? I guess one that I kind of forgot about. I think you kind of I think you forgot about too, Nate, was Daft Punk.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, that
for
was kind of
sure.
at the very start of the year. Yeah. I can't talk. I listened to Discovery and um Random Access Memories in the same month, and then I told Nate about it, and he also said them. But yeah, with Discovery, I feel like it's a little overhyped. Like it's like I see people's points, and it's like if you love it, you love it. I can't fault you for that because it is really good. But it's also like I'm not as super into it, but it has been growing on me more in like recent months. Like
Yeah.
Veritas Cool, a banger. Uh, uh, Digital Love should be talked about more than one more time. Honestly,
Oh yeah. One more time.
Face
Is
to
that the
Face
first
is
song?
yeah.
That's probably
One
that's
more
probably
time.
like one of my lowest songs on the album. I don't know. It just I feel
I
like it.
still
I like it, but it's like I don't know. It
I
just
still really
doesn't
like it,
stand
but
as I don't know. It just seems kind of like repetitive. I
it
mean,
kind of it kind of drags near the end a little bit
yeah, that's kind
where
of
it gets
my
kind of quiet and it's like
What Daft Punk
yeah
Discovery?
discovery.
yeah that's good. But then with Random Access Memories is hard because I think that's my favorite album by them. It's a top shelf album. Like every song's like really consistent and good. But it is really different from the other albums, which like, it doesn't make it worse. But I feel like a little strange thing is my favorite by them.
Yeah,
Still,
it kind of like it's more they brought in a lot of other
it's more
artists. Like they
disco.
added like singing
Yeah,
and like. But I also agree that's my. I mean, actually, I haven't listened to any of the other besides Discovery, so I got to get on that. But when
yeah,
listening to even like songs off of Human After All, but that's the album, right? Is it
yeah.
Homework? And then
Human.
like just songs off their other albums. It obviously Random Access Memory still sounds like Daft Punk, but it's a little bit different, or not a little bit different, but they
Yeah,
just brought in more. It just feels so like grand, and I love Random Access Memories. There's so many great songs. Um,
and even then, like the song Motherboard, which is
yeah,
like
even the ones without
the
the people, it's like
yeah, Motherboard is peak.
Giorgio by Marauder is really like even though there's a
Oh
person
yeah,
talking, but um,
it's like
yeah,
Historia.
Motherboard Peak, like yeah, dude. I need to listen to that again. That album just like refills me with like
Was
energy, dude.
Motherboard the Fortnite one? That was Contact. That was
No,
Contact.
Wait, is Contact from this album too?
yes, Contact's the final song.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Contact is also a banger. But yeah, like Motherboard is yeah.
Yeah, Contact is the Fortnite song. Yeah. Um.
So that album's
Yeah,
just so
and like
amazing.
all the hidden details too, like how Giorgio by Order, like the instrumental like evolves with how he's telling the story, and also like evolves with like the evolution of like house music and like the synth, and also Daft Punk themselves.
Yeah, that song's
Like
so cool.
I remember first time hearing the song, I was like, oh, it's 9 minutes long, but then I heard it, and then it ended, and with how it ends, it's like it sounds like it's gonna like build up to something, and I was honestly ready for it to go on for another 9 minutes. Like I was ready.
I know it's so engaging.
It's
Like
that good.
it's like you're watching a good YouTube video. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah, like you can watch this while eating.
know.
But also the song "Touch,"
Oh my gosh.
like top 3 song of all time for me. Top 3 song of all time. Like it's yeah, it's like it's so it's so spectacular. Like
Yeah,
the whole
yeah, I
thing, like
agree.
it's like the indomitable human spirit as a song is incredible. I think the whole album's kind of like that. Like that song especially.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that it's like sandwiched. It's kind of weird that it's sandwiched in between the 2 Pharrell songs, but still really good. Um, uh, Fragments of Time is also really good. They brought back the guy that did the vocals for Face to Face for that.
Hmm.
Um, Homework I listened to once. I should probably listen to it again. But yeah, like
That's
I
the
think
one
overall
I've
it's
listened
pretty.
to the most, but it's still so long that I really don't know it's a lot like it's so hard to listen to, even though like I want to listen to it more, but It's an hour and 14 minutes, and most of the songs are like, but they sound good though. It's, I don't know like where to even start with like re-listening to it. It's also hard to find a time to like that I want to listen to like just some
Yeah.
Townsend music. You know what I mean? But I've listened to this album like twice now.
I mean, like, it's house music, so maybe I'd say like just put it on the background if you're
Yeah.
cleaning, maybe I don't know. But also, Human After All gets way too much
Overhated.
hate.
Overhated
Like
as
it's
troll.
so overhated. Like it's like look like Cranemax Memories is here. Human After All is like right here. Like they're pretty close. Human After All is way too much hate.
I know there
But yeah,
is some good stuff.
I know it's like just so many bangers.
I mean, yeah, there are so many. I get like maybe so I
And
can
like the
think of some songs
vibes,
that maybe
yeah.
aren't as good, but like Human After All is so good. Robot Rock so good.
Hmm.
Television Rules the Nation I remember liking a lot. I don't know, man. It's just
Brainwasher is really really good. Make Love is really really good. Um, just think like off the top of my head, the only song that I think is just kind of all right is Technologic. I feel like it's just a little like okay, we get the point
uh-huh.
kind of song. Um, but yeah, the Tron soundtrack. I don't go back to it super often, but I see why people love it so much. Um,
Yeah, it's so
really
funny in
really
the
good.
movie. I know we talked about this, but they're just like they're just like in the movie in a club,
Yeah.
I don't know,
like
bro.
make.
Only the movie was good.
I
Actually, I
like
don't know if it's good or
the
not. I
movie.
do not remember
Aubrey, the
at all.
problem was is that we
I don't
watched the
remember at
first
all.
Tron movie and then the second Tron movie right after it. So I like the
Bro,
second
if
Tron
you were
movie.
to ask me what the plot of that movie was, I would not even know. I don't even know. Like, first of all, the first movie's confusing. Then I wasn't even paying attention for the second one because I was
Well,
just
because
like out of.
there's the two versions of the guy, like the two
Bro, I
versions of the
was
guy, and
just
then
so out of it, dog. I had no idea what was happening. It's so hard, bro. Everything looks the same. I would like, yeah, man.
I like that one. I like that movie.
Um, you know what? That's a good segue though, because oh wait, actually no. Before we segue,
What top
um,
movies of this year?
on our on our new channel, the Mon Show, the movie Otendo Nate. Wait, what?
You're
No,
gone, buddy.
Yo,
You're gone.
I don't watch enough movies. I don't watch enough movies.
yeah, me neither.
I love movies.
That's one of my New
Anyway,
Year's resolutions: to watch more movies. I started watching more
Hey, it's
recently,
not
but
yours. Yeah, you can't have a New Year's resolution yet.
no, but like you can have New Year's resolutions like before the New Year's. It's the 30th right now, bro.
No, man.
my New Year's resolution is to work out. Huh, I'm gonna hit the
Wow.
gym.
Hell yeah, bro.
Planet Fitness won't see me coming. But yeah, um, Alive 2007. I know people talk about how it's like kind of Daft Punk's magnum opus, how they kind of mixed their first three albums really, really well. I thought, they said the same thing about Discovery, and they said bad things about Human After All. But yeah, Alive 2007, absolute cinema. Honestly, no complaints, at
What do
all.
you think the
But
if the
yeah,
obviously the live thing? What do you think is their best like piece of
I don't
audio
like
that they
it's
produced?
it's hard to say because like even though like it is live, like it's like a remix. It's like a remix album, but
Yeah.
they were just like doing it live. Um, and also I got to see it live in Fortnite.
Oh my gosh,
Which
yeah.
is cool. That was a cool event. Like honestly, like I'd say like the whole thing, even though it's kind of hard to say, like that's probably like my favorite Fortnite live event ever. It was really well done. Not the point though. Live 2007. I don't like it's hard because like I feel like like overall I only really go back to like one or two tracks off of it. But yeah, it's hard because like again I'm so used to listening to albums, so like sure. But I don't know. Yeah, again I don't go back to it that often. I guess I put it above Homework, which again is like kind of low, but still, well, yeah, I go back to it. I have it on CD, and I think it's pretty good. But so
Hmm.
anyway, I was saying good segue because we were talking about the Tron movies, and who did the soundtrack for Tron Ares other than Nine Inch Nails?
Oh yeah.
And I listened to the Downward Spiral, and that album, like I say that I probably listened to two 10 out of 10 albums this year, and that was the second one. I listened to that like in October
Hmm.
or September, like at the turn of fall, and I remember like my first time listening to it, my brother and my mom were at the park, and she said that I could just walk around the block with music in my headphones. I was like, okay, so I put this album on, it was such a surreal experience. Like I was in my own world. Like a guy with a wheelchair almost run me over. But I was like, I was walking in circles and I was like trying to find new paths. But I was like in a trance because this album, like, it's almost like someone's broken, but they're broken so much that you like slip into like a crack in their mind, but then you get stuck. And the like crushing, and it's like the grindingly loud, like metal, like heavy industrial, like heavy. I said heavy twice. Loud parts, like the quiet parts are more crushing than the loud parts. Like,
I know
like
it's so
the whole
emotional,
texture.
bro. Yeah. Just the
Did you
industrial
listen to it?
feel makes you feel. Yeah, I listen to it. It makes you
Oh, I
feel
didn't
like
listen.
it. Yeah, it encapsulates that trapped feeling, like just like the kind of harshness of everything. And then that's when they have like the more emotional, like soft whisper, like not like singing, and then like this is like the little
Yeah,
bit of, yeah.
really, really good concept album. Uh, yeah, I love it a lot. Speaking of concept albums, so many segues. I also listened to the entire Kendrick Lamar discography. Started with Damn, which is probably my least favorite, but I still like it. After that, I went to T-Pab. First listen, I didn't know what to make of it. It's a very dense album. Second listen, I was like, hold up, this is really good. And this kind of, I feel like there's a connection here. And that was good because I listened to T-Pab right after I finished my Green Day American Idiot essay deep dive. And I think that I noticed that like in American Idiot, like there are like themes that connect throughout the like rock opera. There's like there's Saint Jimmy, and there's what's her name, there's Rage, and there's Love, and it's like they all kind of intertwine, uh, uh, along with other themes. I noticed something similar on T-Pab. On Simple Butterfly, there are like characters that kind of embody themes similarly to American Idiot, where like there's Uncle Sam and there's Lucy, uh, which again I haven't done as deep of a dive on T-Pab, but still. Also, I can't even say they're like really like just like beats, but like the instrumentals, like the jazz influence, really, really, really good. Uh, the final track, Mortal Man, even though it's like it's 12 minutes long and it's like the second half is like an interview, like it's still like a legendary song. That's
Hmm.
also a 10 out of 10. People say it's like one of, if not the best rap album, and I can't argue there, even though I haven't heard as much as most of the people probably have. Really, really good. Um, but yeah, also Good Kid, Mad City. I'm not as big on it as most people are, but it's still like at least 9 out of 10. Like just like really good beats, and I feel like the storytelling is kind of lost on me a little bit. I mean, like the simpler stuff I get the like story, but like the actual story beats, I'm like I can't fully follow. But also My Chemical Romance. Uh,
Yeah,
I've
same
heard
here.
the entire discography. The the Black Parade is really really good. Again, I'm not as deep into like the story of it, but I kind of get it, and I also listened to that at like a really good time. I really connected with it. Uh, for kind of a different reason than most people would like in 10. But still, it's probably like a 9.5 out of 10. Really, really high. Three Teachers Revenge.
That's
I still
my
remember
favorite
thinking
that I've listened to. So I don't know. I like that one probably the most.
that one's also like I think it might be a 9.5, which is hard because like again, like with the Black Parade, like I can say like okay, this song sounds like this. This song sounds like this. For a Three Cheers, even though I listened to it like every morning for like the second half of the summer, it was still um like the songs do blend together. I feel like for me, even though I do really like the album. Um, but yeah, that's also probably like a 9 or maybe a 9.5 out of 10. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's also really, really good. Um, their first and fourth albums, I've also heard, but I've only heard Danger Days once. And yeah, so far, I'm not super into it. Debut in Danger Days, but I'll give it more time. Eminem's been a lot of fun to like dive into. Uh, his stuff's kind of made me like appreciate like a lot more of like the rhyme schemes and like lyricism and like the kind of like yeah like the writing of like certain rap songs, like
Hmm.
the kind of like technicality, I guess. So that's been a lot of fun. Um, yeah, that's most of what I listened to this year. I guess For Eminem, I'd say Relapse is probably my favorite album. At first I thought it was Eminem Show because it was my first one that I heard, but I kind of listened to the song individually. Meanwhile, Relapse, Refill, the entire album and like individual songs I can just go to whenever, and like yeah, really really good. Also concept album. That's basically all I had to say. I've been talking so much, my mouth is dry.
Thirsty
Yeah.
Thursday. Oh, not it's a Thursday.
hmm
Thirsty
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Malnourished Monday.
Well, yeah, good discussion. I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's anything else we want to
I
talk
mean,
about.
I think last year we talked about like some of our favorite albums that we did for the channel, but I don't even know what we did for the channel this year.
I know.
Since
It's all
it's kind of all
blur,
over the
bruh.
place. Yeah, because there's some albums that we're like, okay, we gotta do this, and then it's like we listen to it, and we even kind of ranked the albums, but we didn't make a video on it. Um, yeah, but still,
Yeah. Well, thank you guys all for watching this. Hopefully you guys have a good New Year's. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions that you want us to talk about, or any topics, any questions you want answered, or not answered, but just like, I don't know, leave them in the comments for we could talk about on the podcast. Anything related to music and stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
2026 will be my year.
Year of the H.O.N Show. Every year is the H.O.N Show, bro. This is
For
the
real.
for real. Well, thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.